After Houyi shot down 9 sons, the common people on earth elected him as emperor to show their gratitude. As emperor, Houyi enjoyed a luxurious life, eating delicacies and living in a magnificent palace. When it was cold, he had the common people hunt tigers and leopards in the deep mountains for their fur to make him a robe. When it was hot, dozens of palace maidens fanned him without rest. Despite living such a comfortable life, Houyi was not satisfied. One day, Houyi said to Chang'e, "As a mortal, I can live at most 100 years. It makes me angry that even as a great hero and emperor above all, I will still die like an ordinary person." Chang'e replied, "If you try your best to be a good emperor, future generations will remember you. Isn't that more meaningful than immortality?" Houyi retorted, "Humph. I don't care what others say, I insist on finding the elixir of immortality." Determined to find it, he posted a notice at the city gate offering a reward of 10,000 taels of gold to anyone who knew the secret of immortality. However, how could the common people know the secret of immortality? As time passed, Houyi's temper became very bad. He yelled loudly, "I'm getting older every day. If no one tells me the secret to eternal youth, I'll kill everyone. No one will survive." The people were very afraid when they heard Houyi's anger. One day, a strange old man with a white beard came into the city. He leaned on a cane and walked into Houyi's palace and said, "I know the secret to eternal youth. There is an immortal called the Queen Mother of the West who lives in a faraway place. She has a potion that can make one immortal." Houyi jumped down from his throne and said excitedly, "Oh, that's great. Tell me, where does the Queen Mother live?" The old man with the white beard said slowly, "She lives on the top of Yanshan Mountain to the west." Houyi immediately got on a carriage and set off quickly. Yanshan Mountain in the west was very far away, and Houyi traveled for many days. Meanwhile, Chang'e lived in the palace. One evening, she walked alone into the garden for a stroll. The moon was in the deep blue sky, like a large jade plate, emitting soft and beautiful light. As Chang'e looked at the moon, she thought with sadness, since Houyi became the emperor of the human world, he only cares about enjoying himself every day. His temper is getting worse and worse. He not only doesn't do anything for the people, but also treats them like cattle and horses. If Houyi finds the elixir and becomes immortal, won't the people's suffering never end? At this time, Houyi relentlessly pushed forward and finally arrived at the Yanshi Mountain in the west of the earth. When he looked up from the foot of the mountain was shrouded in purple mist, and there were mysterious flashes of light from time to time, which looked mysterious and dangerous. Houyi got off the carriage and walked up the mountain. Strangely enough, every step he climbed, the purple mist and the flashes of light retreated, revealing the green mountain rocks. He climbed and climbed until he reached the top of the mountain. Houyi looked around, but there was nothing on the bare mountaintop. Suddenly, there came a terrible howling from behind. Houyi turned around and saw a very strange old woman sitting in a cave. She had pointed teeth and a leopard tail trailing behind her. The howling just now, like that of a wild beast, turned out to be the old woman's laughter. The old woman said to Houyi, "Ha ha ha, so you are the great hero who shot down 9 sons, Houyi?" Houyi straightened his chest and said, "Yes, I am Houyi." "Who are you?" "I am the Queen Mother that you are looking for," said the old woman. "I know the reason for your visit. You want to ask me for the elixir of immortality, ha ha ha." Upon hearing that she was the Queen Mother, Houyi immediately knelt down and begged her for the elixir. The Queen Mother waved her hand, and 3 transparent and shining blue birds, carved from jade, flew over and carried a gourd in their beaks. She placed the gourd in her hand and said, "This gourd contains only 2 pills of the elixir of immortality. One is for you, and the other is for your wife Chang'e. Eat it on the night of the full moon on the 15th of the 8th lunar month, and you will become immortal. However, there are only these 2 pills, so be careful not to lose them." Houyi was overjoyed to receive the gourd. He quickly descended the mountain, got on his carriage, and rushed back to the palace to tell Chang'e about it. The 15th day of the 8th lunar month was approaching, and the moon was gradually becoming round in the evening. Houyi was both anxious and happy, waiting to eat the elixir of immortality. But Chang'e became increasingly worried, thinking to herself, if Houyi becomes immortal, the common people will suffer for generations to come. I have to find a way to steal the elixir and dispose of it. On the night of the 15th, as the moon was about to rise, Chang'e dressed in a beautiful white dress and brought a silver wine pot to Houyi, saying, "We are about to eat the elixir. Let's celebrate with a drink." Houyi laughed happily, "You're right. I will drink a few glasses." He did not know that Chang'e had poured the strongest liquor into the wine pot. After drinking only 3 glasses, he became drunk and fell asleep. Seeing Houyi sleeping soundly on the bed, Chang'e quietly took the gourd that Houyi had hidden and poured out the 2 elixirs. She was about to find a place to dispose of them when she accidentally knocked over a candlestick, making a loud noise and waking Houyi up. Houyi chased after Chang'e, shouting, "Chang'e, why did you steal my elixir?" In a panic, Chang'e swallowed both elixirs whole. Something strange then happened. Chang'e felt a coolness entering her stomach, and suddenly her body became light and fluffy, unable to stand firmly. She flew into the air like a cloud of smoke and soon flew out of the palace window, higher and higher into the starry sky, heading towards the bright full moon. Houyi saw this and quickly brought his bow and arrows, shooting wildly at the sky towards Chang'e. Houyi used to be the world's greatest archer, but since becoming emperor, he became lazy and couldn't shoot accurately anymore. Houyi lost the elixir of life and could only remain in the mortal world, growing old and eventually dying like a common person. As for Chang'e, she kept flying until she reached the full moon, where she now lives forever.